Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. So first things first, sorry if I sound sick. The reason is I am a little sick, but I got a lot of questions how I did this, show you, this thing here, this laser bracelet or laser band or leder band in Austria. So I decided I make a last tutorial for this year. And let's start it. Good, we start with a simple tube. This tube we need in the plus set. And here we take 180 as 24 segments should be enough, because we put it then in a subdivision surface, so don't need so many segments, and the height of 50. Okay, and cap segments 3. Okay, this is our start point. Now we have to make it, we convert it to make it editable, so you can press C on your keyboard or take this symbol here, or how I do it with this optimize script. I use it. If you have seen tutorials from me before, I always use it, so it's really handy. And as always, I will put all the links for this plugins and everything in the description, so it's everything free here, so you can use it too. Of course, it is everything possible to follow without this plugin, so no problem. So just make it editable. So press it here, yes. What this script does, it makes everything editable, and it optimizes the object too, so I don't have to right click and optimize. So now we need to select something. So I take polygon selection, UL, and take here a loop selection. And now the first script comes in, the first plugin. This is this one. With this you can make very nice selections and very easy. As I said, you will get the link in the description. So I take this, and here I have everything set as I need it. And apply, and you see every second one, exactly what I want. And now I want to save this selection. You could go to select and here set selection, but I put everything here in my toolbar, and it's much easier. You have set selection, here I have my selection. Then I deselect everything, just click somewhere and select the cube again, make another selection with UL, loop selection, and take this one. And now I need this script again, but with one offset. You will see like then why it apply. Okay, don't need this anymore. And now be careful that this selection tag is not selected. We need a second selection tag. Otherwise it would override it. So, but now here is nothing selected, but it's okay, and get a second selection tag. Then I take both selection tags and select polygons. And go to my tube, and now I have this selection what I need. And this was the offset. I need this here, and then an offset here, and an offset here, and an offset here. And now we extrude this thing. D for extrude. 40, yeah, here is okay, 40. And enter. Okay. Nice so far. Next thing is I want to center everything. So I go to my tube, and here I have this MagicCenter from Nitroman. Of course you can center it with the center axis tool from Cinema 4D. This is this one here. You can center here everything. I put it here, as I said, everything in my toolbar, but you find this center axis, you find, where do you find it? Under mesh, I think, yeah, axis and axis center, it's the same. But just to center I use this MagicCenter, press on it, and then I want to set everything to my null point. So to 0. So go to reset PSR. Here, reset PSR. You find reset PSR. Don't ask me where it is, but if you press Shift C on your keyboard, you get this thing, and now you can reset PSR and you will find it. It's the same. And enter. But I have put it here in my toolbar, so it's much easier. Should be somewhere here too, or the tools, I don't know. Okay. The next thing is, now we have everything centered. We are the center, yes. We need to copy this one, and I do it like this. Go to rotate, hold my control key and rotate it. You see, it makes a copy. If you hold your control key, it makes a copy. And now hold the shift key too, and do you have increments of 10 and 180 degrees. Now we have 2 tubes, and we need, which one? This one with E. We drag it a little. No, it's just the wrong one. This one. So, and go 110 shift key, replace your shift key, and 110, yeah, should be okay. It's okay. Good. Okay, so far. Now we take both of these tubes, right click and connect objects and delete. Batch. So we get just one object. Now I go into point modus and just optimize it once. And if I go to my polygon modus, it should be everything selected here. I need this selection, but I delete these 2 selections, go back to my tube and make another selection, set selection, so if I lose it, every time I can restore it. Good, now it's a lot of bridging. I'll show you what I mean. We go B on your keyboard, B for bridge, and we need bridge. Go to this edge, Zack. Next, this edge to this. Okay, it's a little annoying job, but we have to do it. The result counts. So this and this. Then left click, drag over here, and zack. Left click, drag over here. So I just stop it now, the recording, and make this bridging here, and I'll be back when I'm, so you don't have to watch me bridging. So see you. So here I am back, and we have this, everything is bridged. I hope you do it as well like this. And at the beginning it's a little hard, but you will get the flow. So now let's see what we got. Go back to the, and we put this whole thing in a subdivision surface. So that means I select my tube and hold my Alt key on my keyboard and click on the subdivision surface. So it becomes automatically parent of this tube. And look what we got. Looks nice, huh? So, next step. Wait with this and up. Now we don't need you make a selection with UL, edge selection, and select this edge, and this one and this one. We don't need them. So then right click and dissolve. Back, and they are away. It looks better for this subdivision surface then. We have nicer roundings. Okay, next step, next hard step. So we need these holes for these things here. for the string then. Okay, go to the polygon selection, UL on your keyboard, and now this, and on the other side, this and this. Now we need to inner extrude, so I on your keyboard, and then we preserve groups, we uncheck it, so, and check and go like, yeah, let's say 21, yeah, that's okay. Good. Now we can, yeah, let's save this selection too, so we don't lose something. Go here, set selection. Oh, I see you have this twice. Okay. Good. Now, next boring thing, breaching. For this now, we go to the tube and make it an X-ray. So we see where we have to breach. No, B on your keyboard for breaching. And now, it's annoying, I know, but we want a nice result. So now go to the, you have to select every time the same edge. So if I go to here, I need it here. So you see, left click, drag it, this is the wrong, this is the wrong, this is the right one. But you will see it. Now this is the right one. We get a hole, and now I go back and show you the wrong one. If you breach it, let's say like this, you see it's twisted somehow, or like this. You see it. You see when it's wrong. So be careful there. Just in the right edge. So I press pause again. Do this and see you. Yeah, soon. So here I'm back again and I'm ready. This was really breach over troubled bracelet. So now go here and deactivate X-ray. And what you should do is save your project. I did it meanwhile, and because it will be really angry about you if you lose this whole work. So let's look how it looks with the subdivision surface. Look, really nice thing. Yeah. So the next step, we need 2 tubes in here. So let's make another tube. So save. And tube. Again plus set. And again we had 180 to 200. And we had here 24 segments. Then we had a height of 50. The cap segments we don't need here. That's okay. Good. But I don't need it as thick here. So let's say we give here 185. And here and 195. Oh, at first, yeah, I forgot. I want to center this tube too. So MagicCenter. Come here, MagicCenter, and reset PSR. So I have everything here. Hide this for a moment. I'm thinking it wrong here. maybe the subdivision surface. Let's make it like this. Take it out of the subdivision, reset PSR, yes. Now we delete the subdivision and do it, because it's centered upon the subdivision surface and not upon this tube. So if I put it now in the subdivision surface, everything is in center. So be sure if you do this in future, before you put it in the subdivision surface with the Alt thing, so if you hold your Alt, before you do it, center your things if needed. So now we can see what this tube does. Put this tube in this, make everything in one subdivision, we don't need so many. So we make a group of this tube here, so Alt G on your keyboard. And now we put this tube in this null. What we see now is the subdivision surface does almost nothing, because we haven't made it edible, so we haven't converted it. So go here and did optimize, okay. And if we now take this, now it does what it should do. Now we take this tube and we drag it about 40 centimeter, looks good. Yeah. Okay, we are here on the plus 40, then we copy this tube and make it here minus 40. Okay. Then we get something like this. Okay. Yeah, it looks okay, yes. Okay. And now comes the fun part with this helix around this thing. Good. Let's make it this, then go to our tube here. So let's call this inner tube inner 1, inner 2. So yeah, or is no, this is inner 2. Inner 2, and this is our main. Good. So now we need again a loop selection, and don't be afraid for something. There will come no more breaching. So let's go. So we need just this selection. Now we need our knife tool, K, on the keyboard. Make a loop selection, and with restricted to selection on, go here, and we want exactly in the middle of this selection here. So if you don't have to be in the middle here, so just here. Now press your shift key just once, press your shift key. You see now it is frozen, this selection. Here now we say we want exactly 50%. Press enter. You have seen now it's 50, and somewhere in the viewport, just left click somewhere in the viewport, and you have a cut exactly in the middle. So, and this UL for the edge selection, we want to select this, and now we want to make a spline out of this edge. I have it here in my toolbar, edge to spline. You can find it somewhere here again under commands, if I'm right, or not. Yeah, here, edge to spline. So edge to spline. Now I got here a spline, and this spline will be my helix path. Helix path. Now I can dissolve this cut, so go right click and dissolve, and now here we have our spline. I want to make it a Bezier spline with adaptive. Okay. So now we need a helix. This helix we need along ZY. Here we need 15, and the end radius 15.2. Okay. Then, okay, I wrote it here on my notepad. This angle here, the end angle, will have 8,562. So, okay. Now here we need in the helix, and we need a spline wrap. With the helix here selected, go to the deformer, hold your shift key and press on the spline wrap, and it will become a child of the helix. And in this spline wrap we put our helix path here. And look what we get. We get this one. So make it here subdivision so we can see it better. Then we need a circle spline with let's say 3 centimeter for the moment. And of course we need sweep knobs. We take the sweep knobs, so with the circle selected, Alt key on your keyboard and sweep. So we have here the profile, and now we put the helix under it, and you see what we get. Something like this. And now we go to our spline, E on your keyboard, and drag it a little bit in here. And now we go to our spline wrap and have to offset it a little bit. This I didn't try. I think it was 2.7. Yeah. You see how nice it can be. Of course, it's not exactly everywhere the same, but if you need it totally exactly, you can track each point to where you want it. So, of the spline, can you make your helix spline? You can make it editable, and then select every single point you want. But I don't think we need it. I'm a little lazy and I cheat a little bit, and so I search for a camera angle where I don't see it. It's good. Okay. Of course, we need this thing on the other side too. So what we do is, okay, let's try. What we do is take a symmetry object, and put the sweep knobs in it. And in the symmetry we need, just have a look, the XY. And now you see we have here, is the end of our spline, but if we play and make it like this, so another camera angle, nobody sees it. So okay. Yeah, the last thing will be texturing. Of course, if you want this string thicker, just go to your sweep knobs, take this profile and go for something else. However, yeah, maybe it looks better. Yeah. But here you see we are intersect, but nobody will see it. Okay, we will see it if you go like this. Good. Next thing will be texturing. Normally, I make everything as my lighting. I do to 90%. I do it with the GSG HDRI Studio Pack. But if you don't have it or something, we do it now with the sIBL loader, sIBL. This is the loader, this is this plugin here. It's free too. Of course, the link will be in the description. And yeah, let's start. We need, of course, we need a floor. But floor, we don't need a floor, we need a disc. It should be a little bigger. Okay, something like this. Then okay. And here, don't want to see this spline here. So good. We can do it a little bigger. The next thing we need is a background. Background. And of course now we need a simple material for the floor. Let's see. I did it here with on my example here. I did it very easy. I just made a plane with this wood texture. That's it. But I want to show you how you can make a infinite floor with an HDR lighting. So here we make color without reflection for the moment. Make a very gradient, circular gradient, invert the knots and make the outer side a little darker. Okay, so we get a nice like a vignette effect. So now we need this texture, we give it to the floor, so let's say to our disk and to our background. You can copy this texture tag, just hold your control key and drag it up. So here on the disk we have to do something. We need this texture has to be in frontal mapping, and we need a compositing tag, and in this compositing tag, compositing background checked on. Okay, on the background it's okay. And now we take our sIBL loader. Just click on it. It needs a little. Here we can look what we want. I want the studios now. And let's look for a nice studio. Something like, let's take this one for the moment. Now what I don't need, okay. Sunlight is, there isn't the sunlight. Okay, apply preset. And we have this sIBL thing. So at the moment it looks like nothing, I think. That's for the moment. Now we need a texture, of course, for the bracelet. And I did a texture before, so I will give it the project file you get as well. So, and you can then look in the texture how I did it, because it's a little. Maybe you don't need it like this. So I take this lighter one here on the bracelet, and the darker one, put it here for the moment. So for the bracelet, this should be an cubic mapping. And now for the helix here, for the symmetry object, we put the darker one on the symmetry object. So let's see what we get now, how it looks so far. Yeah, there is displacement in it, so it needs a little to calculate. Maybe a little too long for a tutorial. Let's see my render settings. Where do I have my render settings? Each time I search for it. Every time. So, go to low is okay. Global illumination. It's okay. Here we take 16. Physically progressive is okay. Okay so far. And let's take this, let's the displacement deactivate for the moment maybe. For the moment we can deactivate the displacement. It's just for the first look. Should deactivate it in the other material too. Sorry. So, yeah. Okay. Let's make it middle. Adaptive 40 here. I want 16 too. Okay, and make here and oh, that's yeah, okay. But now we have one thing. We don't have an infinite floor here now, as I said we want to have. The reason is this. We have this sIBL loader and it comes with some different materials, and the environment sky is the lighting material, and is for the lighting. If you want the thing lighter, you take this material for environments and just increase the brightness here, or go to illumination and increase the brightness here, also the strength in this case. And what we need is this background sky has an compositing tag, and here we uncheck seen by camera, and if we uncheck this one, we should get an infinite floor. If I'm not a liar. We will see. Oh, I am a liar. Okay. Why don't we get this? I think I know. Here on the background we need a frontal mapping too, I think. And now let's see. So every object has the same mapping from frontal. Now it should work. Yeah, now we have an infinite floor. Okay, so far. Of course, now you can, if you want to see this whole thing, you go to your background here and see by camera, so you can see where your background is. So you can go to the sIBL set, rotate it, and you see where the light is. Here we have the dark one. Now we should have every light in the front of the bracelet. So let's see if it's true. Background out. So let's make a camera here, so we don't have to search for the protection. So, and again, last thing. Yeah, now I think we have more light in the front. Okay, now I do just a better render, a little better render, not so much better, and I just stop the recording for a moment, so we can see it with the displacement then. So now we have a first render. So it looks like this now. It's a little dark, but that will change. I've seen I used the wrong textures. These textures I took here from another project. I needed these ones, and here we don't have the some displacement and everything, and so it renders very much faster. So we will show you how fast it renders here. It's okay, that this is now with 2 machines, but yeah, you see, it's quite nice. So, and here, what I did too is I put these 2 inner tubes here, inner 1 and inner 2. We had it like this and like this, and it was the space between was too much, I think, and so I just drag it to the center 10 centimeter. So check looks not much. It looks much better, so I think. And what I see is maybe we could make this a little narrower. So let's see, 14, and helix path a little. Where is my good? Let's see, maybe. Yeah, something like this, maybe. Yep. And now, what we can do is take some lights in the front or something, or just see if we find another HDR. So, but yeah, as I said, we can do in the environment. We can increase here the brightness, make it hard at 200, and make a render now. We can do this. So. Should take the same camera angle so we can compare. And again. Okay, that doesn't change really. Then let's go to the illumination. Make here 150. Yeah, that's Now you see the difference. I'm sorry. Yeah, it looks fine. These are quite low render settings now. So you'll see this grain here. But I did just a simple render setting like physical and 20% automatic, so that's it. But with a medium you should come to a very nice result. Yeah, and just for the wooden floor I did nothing but I took let's do this. I took a plane, same like this, to T for scale. Yeah, something like this. Then which height we had here. Copy this to the plane. And the camera angle like this, so we don't see 30. And here I just made a new material. Just double click in here. Then the color channel, I've gone to texture, surfaces and wood. That's it. And the reflectance channel, of course, if you have R17, just some Fresnel, dielectric. I ask for not wood. I take here oil, so something like this, and okay, let's say it's okay. Put it on the floor and try to render. And that's the whole magic. Okay, let's save this. And you get this project file, of course. I think it's a quite good result for such a short tutorial. And you see, it's much easier as you will you will have thought, as you thought maybe. Yeah, okay. So I hope it was not too annoying with my thick voice, but I wanted to make you the favor, or everyone who asked about it, I want to make the favor to make this tutorial this year. Yeah, and so my last words for this year is I wish you a happy new year, all the best, health and success and love and peace and whatever you want, you should have it. And yeah, let's say we see us in the next year. I continue with tutorials, of course. I hope you will join me next year too. Yeah, and yeah, if you like my tutorials or something else, so share it or whatever you want to do with it. Or yeah. So happy new year and all the best. Your Nico. Bye bye, and yeah, that's it. Tschüss.